Hello guys, and welcome to another video. Yay! Finally getting another video out there. So this is one of the live streams that I just recently did. I did two pieces. I finished my Jasmine piece, and then I worked on Elektra, which I had sitting there for a while, and I was like, I need to finish her. So I worked on her as well. So you're gonna get a little bit of two pieces, or a little bit of Jasmine and then a whole lot of Elektra. How I work on these pieces is I start off with COPIC to put down a base color, and then I build it up a little bit somewhat with the COPIC, and then as I see it needed, I'll go in with the pencil, and I'll start adding values and variations and stuff to it, you know, seeing where I need it here and there. And yeah, I've been working like this for a little bit now, and it really works for me. I really enjoy doing that, and it seems to really bring out, I think, the best in my work. I think a lot of people are really enjoying the traditional work that I've been doing versus the digital stuff, and I do too. I really enjoy it. At this point, if you haven't done so yet, feel free to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see so far. If you're new to this channel and you're like, hey, this is pretty cool, I kind of don't mind watching this for a while, please feel free to press the subscribe button or give this video a like. The more love I get from my viewers, the more encouragement I get to make these videos, and that's all I ask. So let me continue babbling about things to you. So one of the things that I wanted to incorporate into this video was a topic that I had hit on in another video that I've done, which is how to find your style. The reason I wanted to update this topic was because when I did the video prior, I was just kind of answering a question that maybe, like, at the time a lot of people were asking, but people are still asking me this question, and I feel like I have a better understanding of how to find your style that is pretty much the same as the previous video, but maybe a little bit more articulated, or I can articulate it better. So let's hit on that subject right now. First things first, if you're trying to find your style, stop trying to find your style. I think that's the key to trying to maybe change gears into finding what your style is. I think a lot of people are looking for something, and they're looking very hard, and they're trying to figure it out, when the truth of the matter is it's about homing in on your skill set, like where you are as of now, and trying to better that, because the truth is a lot of artists that are just new to understanding anatomy, understanding maybe even shading, different mediums, you guys out there are still new to it, you babies. And so what you should be maybe trying to achieve is just a better skill. And with this better skill comes knowledge, comes patience, comes cleaner technique, comes a better understanding, and you also will develop a library of your favorite artists, the people who've influenced you, and without even knowing it, without even knowing it, you will start to develop a style that you didn't even know yourself was there. You will learn about different ways to approach art, and with that, you'll start to take on maybe other people's approaches to work, you know, because it's just how we are. We learn from what we see, and all of a sudden you'll be like, whoa, this is what I like. And that is basically how I developed my style. I mean, I tried different things. I looked at different artists, and I tried just to kind of see what they were doing and how it worked for me. But at the same time, I just constantly looked at, you know, different anatomy, poses, and tried to figure out how to make body flow and movement look clean and fluid. And I think that it's very important for us to really continue to learn about the skills that are the fundamental skills that make us better artists, instead of trying to find something that actually doesn't really exist. It kind of finds us. which goes for a lot of things in life, right? I mean, I think when we stop looking for the things and we start focusing on the fundamentals, things will find us. So that's a good point, number one point to make to you guys. Stop looking for your style, start working on your skills, and then your style will find you. Okay, so number 2, which I said as part of number 1, but I wanted to clarify some things, or be more specific about some things, and that is creating a library of visuals that can inspire you when you're trying to figure out what to draw. Sometimes we get lost, or we feel safe drawing the same thing over and over and over again, and we have a hard time breaking out of that mold, breaking out of that box. So sometimes if we do a little bit of just kind of visual shopping, online, even through some art books, and find those images that inspire us, we can start to create a library of reference and influences and inspiration that we can go to, so that we can start building an idea of the things that we love within our own work. This is kind of how our styles get developed. We take the things that we love about other art pieces, about other artist techniques, and we start to utilize it in our own work, and then gradually it evolves into something of our own, and we start to build this language of our own and process of our own that works for us specifically. Now, I'm not saying copy paste people's work, but what I'm saying is trying to understand how other artists work, or looking at other art pieces and seeing how color works is not a no-no. It's totally a yes, and it's just a great way to build an understanding of something that we love, so that we can integrate into our own work and then evolve from. And I think a lot of us know this, but looking at things that we didn't expect to find influence in is very important. We don't only have to look at art. We can look at possibly nature, architecture. Well, architecture is art, so I don't know. But we can look at other things that aren't directly focused in the visual art realm, and we can find beauty in that and maybe integrate that somehow into our own work. Another thing to keep in mind when you're starting to learn how to draw is not to draw just cartoons. In fact, I would highly recommend that you stay away from this for a while, because we feel safe here. We feel that cartoons are these simple shaped characters that really don't need that much understanding of anatomy and form, because look how simple they are. They're just these simple lines that are colored in with some cell shading, and voila, you got some cool art. But the truth of the matter is, if you really look at these characters, the way that they're built, they all follow the rules of anatomy. They all follow that form. They all have some kind of they all sit within that structure, that law, that rule of anatomy. Sorry, I was trying to find my words, couldn't find them, found them. For example, even though the body of a certain character might be maybe foreshortened, squashed, maybe elongated, they're still following the law of anatomy. I wish I could show you guys. Maybe I could make another video of this. But so understanding anatomy and understanding the form, even if it's in a simple, more surfaced understanding about maybe how this, a certain shape makes up the head, how these things are very important to understand before you start jumping into doing cartoons. So I feel like number 1 answered everything, and I'm just like repeating or breaking it down at this point. So number 3 is do some live drawing classes, or I don't know, if you're not near a live drawing class, maybe start setting up some subjects of fruits and vegetables, and start doing some studies. You can even pull up some good photo reference and start doing studies that way. That's just one way of really getting into your skill set, or really building your skill set and really understanding the human form possibly. Is just start doing these. Alright guys, I think that is it for you guys. I don't want to start throwing so much your way and you're like, what is this girl talking about? I just kind of want to give you guys an idea of where maybe you should look before you start trying to find something that actually will find you at some point. It's a journey, it's a process. You know, it's not gonna just turn up one day. It's going to be a process. I feel like I just keep repeating myself. So, if you guys love this video, if you guys like my videos, please give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate that you guys come by and watch these videos and hear me babble to you. If you really want to see more videos, if you really want to see something, please subscribe to my channel. I will be trying to put out more videos as I do more live streams. I will make it my mission to put out more videos for you guys. I really am trying to reach the audience of new artists who are just trying to get into the field, who feel a little lost, are not sure if this is something that they want to do. It is totally doable. Let's get going with this, you know, like, let's start making some art, guys. And if you are confused, if you're not sure if this is the field you want to get into, you know, but you still enjoy art, still feel free to subscribe and watch the videos and ask questions. I don't mind. The more questions you ask, the more I can give to you guys. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, ta-ta. Oh, I hate that. I hate that closing. Later. Bye.